Always fantastic to ride the bike here and even more to win.
I risk to crash or I okay with P4? I risk to crash, but I won the podium.
I touch a little bit the curbs, bike move a little bit, so I lose 2 meters and it's finished there.
I made my life pretty much hard. I mean, bad timing to choose the first crash of the series.
Told you, man. Told you. First podium.
Io ho fatto il sighting lap tipo 10º, 11º, non vedevo niente. Vero? Yeah, yesterday night Biaggi sent me a message and he said that he was looking at me.
When I saw the forecast for Sunday, it was rain. I thought, well, if it stays wet, maybe I can get a good result. So
Maybe if I go to MotoGP, I make a wild card here next year. Just for racing Phillip Island.
Good. Good, your move.
That's all, man.
Take care.
Niccolo Bulega, he wins the opening race of the 2026 campaign.
È caduto Bierghe uscendo dalla 3 e l'ha portata tutta lì.
Lo so, solo che l'ho vista io per primo la ghiaia.
Like 5 laps was like 30 laps because I see Bassani coming, but my rear tire on the left side was finished. So I was like thinking, what I do? I risk to crash or I okay with P4? I risk to crash, but I won the podium.
Contento davvero, dai. Mi raccomando.
Grazie.
Tu quanto giravi avanti? 9 basso,
Ho fatto qualche volta 29-1 e poi 29-5, 29-6.
Sì, ho visto all'inizio dello strattone, poi dopo ti sei messo, perché io gioco 29-6 e più o meno ti vedevo sempre là, quindi stavo girando con lui.
Ho fatto qualche 29-2 anche.
All'inizio.
I love this place, always fantastic to ride the bike here and even more to win.
Another commanding victory. What about it for Niccolo Bulega?
Al momento no creo, lo espero,
Great
pero no
job. I was going to say you
creo.
made it look easy. We know it's
Dio y chi sta un po' da
doing
top.
exactly what you wanted to do.
I had many years difficult, but was not for nothing, no? Was from the difficulties, or you fall down completely and you stop, that I was very close. But then I didn't lose time. I grew up mentally and physically.
So when did you know on the weekend, or through the test of the weekend, thinking, if it goes okay here, maybe we are going
Well, I understand in the first long run that I made, I think on Thursday, I made a long run and I said, not bad, because I was see Bulega, the pace of Bulega. I saw my pace and I said, probably.
So the test on
Probably,
Tuesday.
yeah. And then we made other long run yesterday in the afternoon, and was a confirm. I said, okay, I think we have something here for fight for the podium, top 5, something like that, top 4. But something like that, like I made it. So second all the race was not in my plan.
I'm in Superbike already, this is my 3rd year and I start to have some experience, so I feel ready to fight for the title. Col 1000!
Yeah, all Italian bike, so yeah.
Viva Italia!
First time the top 4 is Italy.
Yeah, I hope next time to be not fourth.
I did a little mistakes between the turn 11 to 12. I touched a little bit the curbs, bike move a little bit, so I lose 2 meters and it's finished there. I know it was really difficult to overtake before the finish line, but I've tried. We arrived really near, so.
Let's start with a little trouble in the qualifying.
Yeah. I made my life pretty much hard. I mean, bad timing to choose the first crash of the series. Bad timing. Honestly, it was a shame because I felt good after FP3. We found some speed in a couple of points. I felt alright with the bike. I still believed the front 2 rows were quite possible. Luckily, I could pick up the bike and come back to the pits, but couldn't get back out due to a small electric issue with the bike, and I could not start the bike.
At least you would have good chances for the second main race.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard in 10 laps, but for sure I'll try.
Cioè io i primi giri non mi sono trovato in granché. Ho cominciato ad andare forte quando ho cambiato stile che la tiravo su.
Told you, man. Told you. First podium. Honestly speaking, I think the bike's a little bit better and Axel's riding a lot better. He's more confident with his crew around him. This morning to have both bikes on the podium is amazing. You know, it's what the team deserve. It's what we're trying to work hard to achieve. So I can only say from my side that the bike's a bit better, but he's done a fantastic job. Well done to him and the team.
Really nice first podium with the Bimota. It's been a really nice race, difficult condition because it was raining but the track was dry, so not easy to understand really well. But in the end, the half of the race we had the possibility to go with Nicolas and we finished in P2. I'm also really happy because Alex is with me on the podium, so this is mean the team is working really good and I hope to continue this way.
Towards the back of the field, Miguel Oliveira will cross the line outside of the top 9 positions, and that means he will start from the back of the grid once again for a 3rd time this weekend.
I was feeling well. Second last lap, starting to get a few issues with shifting, and then the last lap I just got stuck in the same gear. Couldn't shift back from 6th. Got a small issue with the quick shifter. We detected that quite early as the bike came in the garage.
Ho fatto un casino con le mappe, le ho provate tutte, un era meglio che stavo fermo.
Sì, beh, la 1 frenavo pianissimo. Ho provato un giro a fare forza.
Com'è?
Finiva mai.
È stato lunghissimo. Io non ne potevo più.
Ho guardato, mancavano 12 giri.
Sì. Io 13. No, io 15 quando ho guardato la prima volta.
Io partendo dietro, cioè i primi 3 giri, niente.
Io ho fatto il sighting lap tipo 10º, 11º, non vedevo niente. Vero? Yeah, it was difficult, but the most important was a very long race. Very difficult to stay focused for so long time on the wet.
It's been really difficult. It was a new condition for everyone here. So at this time we didn't know what to expect, but yeah, I try only to be consistent, not to do a lot of mistakes. We saw a lot of crashes, so it was really difficult, but in the end we finished P2, so I'm really happy. Thank you to all the team, and we keep working and pushing.
At least the test make result.
Yeah, we have to say thank you to our test rider, Xavi Foré, because he worked a lot during the test, trying to give us the best solution possible, and today worked. Sure, we have to work more a little bit, but the base is very good.
Guarda che bel regalo che mi hanno fatto.
Nico, you are the Italian rider with more wins in WorldSBK.
Ah, yes.
Are you proud of this? Because I mean, it's been
Yeah,
Biaggi's, Milan.
yesterday night Biaggi sent me a message and he said that he was looking at me, good job or something like this. And I said, yesterday I said to him, thanks Max, I'm really happy, but today I equals you in terms of victory. And he said, I know. So I'm really happy that today, I think the second one was Melandri, no?
Correct.
So today I become the Italian rider with most win, and I'm really happy.
Max is the last Italian champion, so maybe he will call you later in the season.
I hope.
Because if you go to MotoGP,
Maybe if I go to MotoGP, I make a wild card here next year. Just for racing Phillip Island.
I'm quite happy because I never feel that I was risking more than necessary, no? And I was able to make a good pace. After the first few laps that I struggled a lot because I didn't see it very well after with the spray of the other rider. Then when I was alone, I can keep a good pace, but risking nothing, so that's positive.
Taz McKenzie is very good in wet conditions. We've seen that a few times in the past in WorldSBK, obviously very experienced, knows these tyres well, and he's doing a really good job to put himself into a position for a top 6 finish.
We just had a chat when we saw you the last time here, and it was in Hungary.
Yeah.
When you have been first time on the video.
Yeah. Not so long ago, thankfully. When I saw the forecast for Sunday, it was rain. Earlier in the week, I thought, well, if it stays wet, maybe I can get a good result. So wasn't sure. But then when I was on the grid, obviously all these races during the day, they're just drying so fast, and I thought, maybe it's like flag to flag. But then it was like really wet, so I thought maybe it's going to stay wet the whole time. So I had a good warm-up lap. I know that sounds strange, but I pushed hard on the warm-up lap, and I understood where the bike was quite good compared to others, and then just set off and knew that it could be minimum top 10, so just pushed on from there and it came good.
I was quite confident to have a better race in the rain, but since the first lap we understood was difficult. We had quite same limits on the dry. I mean, bit of lack of traction and stability when the bike is really on the long corner. At the end was a survival mode because it was really easy to crash. I almost crashed a pair of times, and especially I must say visibility was really on limit on the edge.
And yeah, then my life was much harder this afternoon with the rain because to make a comeback with low visibility is nearly impossible. But for the rest of us, I think it was quite tricky. Even to stay on the bike was borderline dangerous. But yeah, we managed to pull that. Good battles, good overtakes, and tried to maximize my circumstance and bring a P7.
Ha fatto finta. Ha fatto finta.